Coalition of Muslim groups has charged the government and regulatory agencies to protect hijab-wearing Muslims against harassment, victimization, and discrimination.
Hijab is my crown, not a crime.
The Muslim groups represented by Muslim women leaders unanimously stated this on Tuesday at a joint press conference held at the Secretariat Central Mosque, Alausa, Ikeja, Lagos, to commemorate this year's World Hijab Day, with the theme, Hijab is my crown, not a crime.
It is 10 years since the start of the World Hijab Day, to serve as a means of advocacy for the rights of Muslim women to wear their hijab. This is an international movement against the dehumanization, discrimination, and disenfranchisement of Muslim women who have faced abuse, all because they are dressed in conformity with their faith, a freedom that is an inalienable human right. This year's theme is Hijab is my crown and not a crime.
The World Hijab Day is a day set aside to recognize and celebrate millions of Muslim women who choose to wear hijab, as well as to encourage women of all religious backgrounds who are not Muslims to wear and experience the hijab.
During the summer of 2011, after receiving many messages from women across the globe with similar situations, I kept on thinking, how can I help these women? How can I help myself? That's when the idea of World Hijab Day came to my mind. I thought if I could invite women in all faiths, Muslim and non-Muslim, to walk in my shoes, just for one day, perhaps things would change. My message was simply to invite women in all faiths across the globe to wear the hijab just for one day on February 1st, 2013.
The annual event, founded by Nasma Khan in 2013, is marked with different activities every 1st of February in different countries worldwide.
Today is the World Hijab Day 2022. It's not for celebration, but rather a day to rejoice with and appreciate all those who found light and are donning the hijab despite all odds. It's a day to encourage those who are still struggling with the use of hijab. Remember, it is an injunction, not an option.
We are for Allah. We stand to serve Allah. We are not just ordinary girls on the street. We are not like other women on the road of the street. Stand to serve Allah. It's not just when we want to pray, and we're supposed to wear our hijab. And it's not meant to. We are not meant to be discriminated against. Our hijab is our crown. It is not a crime. People should respect us for what we are.
Representatives from different organizations stated the hardship, harassment, and intimidation Muslims face for wearing the hijab.
The focus on the girl child and the need for her rights to be protected and not trampled upon sadly seems not to be extended to the Muslim girl child. In Nigeria in particular, we see daily instances where Muslim women are being subjected to hardships and denial of basic rights and services due to the hijab. The Immigration Office at Ibadan in Oyo State still denies Muslim women from obtaining international passports if they fail to remove their hijab or bare their ears. Some schools in Lagos State, and indeed the Southwest, have continued to deprive Muslim girls who wish to wear the hijab in conformity with their faith from doing so. They would rather that such students not attend classes than to do so with their hijab. These individuals are employed by the government, who derives its powers from the people, yet they are allowed to use their offices to victimize members of the public, in this case children, without any consequence whatsoever. The continuous harassment of Muslim women in niqab in the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, FUNAM, as well as the dehumanizing treatment of a nursing student in the Ladoke Akintola University, Lautech, Ogbomoso, and the Obafemi Awolowo University Teaching Hospitals, Ile-Ife. All these harassments are still meted out daily on Muslim sisters, despite the constitutional provisions and several superior court judgments on this matter.
We have a substantive court judgment that allows the Muslim students to wear their hijab. So why would you say no? The supreme book of law in this country is the Constitution of Nigeria. 1999 has given us that right. Whoever says no, we want to use those statutes, those judgments, and the Constitution of Nigeria to take that person to the court of justice. And then we are sure that when we get there, making our statement there, nobody will deny us our right. But we will not give us our right on the matter of gold and ready until we start to show them that we are ready. In security, they said people wear hijab. You don't wear hijab because they hide it from there, or in school, they keep it. You say, search us and search us well. Let's choose the Muslim or the lady to do the search, and then allow us to do it. Now they are now using comedy and skits and pranks to demonstrate hate against Muslims and the hijab. Brethren, it is now time for us to say no. It is time for us to stop them by taking them to court. We're not going to use violence. We're going to take them to court, and then we're going to wear their hijab.
So we able to break some barriers, alhamdulillah, but there's still that persistent discrimination that keeps coming up against the hijab, such that anytime Muslim women have to participate in any public form of exercise, like education exercise, you have, you start working shelter, and it is very, very unfortunate because we Nigerians, we are always calling for government and we're always calling for the rule of law. Yet, we continue to see people, even though they are aware that this thing is part of the constitutional right of the Muslim woman to use the hijab, or the Muslim girl to use the hijab, we continue to see this discrimination.
They urged the government and all regulatory bodies to ensure all Muslim women are safe from discrimination.
It's a continuous appeal. These are our rights, and our children are being denied the right. But we are not going to relent. Even as members of Muslim media practitioners of Nigeria, we are giving our assurance that we are in this together. Yes, with all other Islamic organizations. Of course, we won't fold our arms and say our children being molested, being harassed, being assaulted. It's not done, and it will never be accepted. This opportunity to tell everyone that it is obvious that whoever discriminates against the hijab is not only violating law and order, but also showing violence. So today, we all come together as coalition of Muslim organizations to rise against all forms of discrimination against women and girls, to rise against all forms of discrimination against the hijab.
Our demands are no different from what we have clamored for since a decade ago. Therefore, we Muslim women and girls, being citizens of Nigeria and being entitled to the same rights as other citizens, urge the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, governors of states, the National Assembly, the state houses of assembly, the judiciary, and all regulatory authorities to uphold the provisions of the Constitution and all other relevant laws to ensure that the hijab-wearing Muslim women are not harassed and discriminated against. To a reorientation of Nigerians on their rights and that of other citizens must be carried out by the relevant agency as a matter of urgency. We must build an all-inclusive society and not require a Muslim girl or woman to choose between her faith and education or positive contribution to the society.
We should be made to come very and free as that civilization with peace, with commandment of them. then a Muslim woman becomes a model and who is not valid based on the exposure of her flesh or wanton display of her nakedness, which is perceived as a marginal. Rather, we Muslim women in hijab are respected for our brain skill and amazing capability. So it is one custodian of life and family, which is like if woman is secure, the nation is secure. But if woman is corrupted, the nation is in trouble. Therefore, why is the hijab-wearing cycle of women and girls being subjected constant victimization in some of the nation's educational institutions, especially southwestern Nigeria? This air policy is totally frowned and is considered as a threat to continued social harmony of the Nigerian nation. As we help the organization, the other sisters organization, hereby still drive on that point that the job is the crown and not our time. I'm employing our fellow sisters and others, daughters that should be agent of change. Agent of change and as we feel our pillars of next generation, we should continue to take care of our kids and children because the world, while the world has changed. Vice is celebrated over virtue, and we also stand up against that. As a junction as well, I want to for the most of them the sister states, security and economic downtown, raising up the air in society. And because the government and all the entire side of the local government, the state, and Nigeria as a whole, to make Nigeria a safer place for all.
We have forum where we enlighten our members, our students through in fact those various organizations. So there's MSSN too. We have monthly programs, we have weekly programs where we advise or where we pass information to these children to tell them the significance of wearing hijab, the characters that are expected of someone who wears hijab, and also even train them. We have programs where we train them to be leaders in future.
The aim of the World Hijab Day, which is being celebrated in about 20 states in Nigeria this year, is to advocate for female Muslims and foster understanding between different faiths and communities in order to end the injustice towards Muslim girl child, women, and most especially female Muslim students, and to create enabling environment for them to practice their religion as it is a constitutional right.